told a CNN producer, I'd have to hold back a statement on that. Travel in this weather, it's been a little rough. Looking at any news or whatever. No, see, this is not 1972. You know, there are cell phones. There are. Everybody gets the news all the time.
That's
sir.
That's unfortunate.
Here's Senator. Oh boy, this gets worse. Apparently, here is Senator Lindsey Graham sidestepping questions on the matter.
I rode down with her going to Georgia, and a very pleasant experience. Are these postings accurate? I want to hear from her. Before I judge what to do about her, I want to know what the facts are. If these are not accurate postings, they've been manipulated, I'd like to know that. If they are accurate, do you still hold these beliefs?
Claire, Lindsey, I don't know what can be said about Lindsey. Again, this QAnon lady, this QAnon Republican, called for the hanging of Barack Obama. Does the current head of the Judiciary Committee in the Senate not understand that? This QAnon Republican called for the lynching of Secretary of State Clinton, former First Lady, and liked a post talking about the assassination of the Speaker of the House. What is Lindsey afraid of here? This is to say this is despicable is actually a bit too kind of an assessment for Lindsey.
Yeah, it's once again it's Donald Trump. Lindsey has lost his way.
No. This is beyond Donald Trump. Like this woman called for the lynching of a former president, a former first lady, a former secretary of state, and the assassination of the Speaker of the House. Like, Donald Trump was horrific, a threat to our country. This is actually one step above that. And Lindsey still can't call out someone calling for the murdering of former United States presidents.
And by the way, she promoted her candidacy with a picture of her with an AR-15 with the words by her saying, "I'm going after the squad." I mean, this is how she promoted herself, is with images of violence and what she did and the way she referred to the victims at the Parkland shooting. I mean, there's no question this is the next level. But the only thing that can explain Lindsey Graham's behavior, if it's possible to explain his behavior, I will tell you, over the last 4 years, I've given up figuring out what's wrong with him and where he went and what happened. Right. But the only thing that I can say that it actually explains it is that he knows that Trump's loving up on her, that Trump thinks she's great, that Trump's supporters think she's great. And that therein lies the problem. They have married this segment of their base in a way that makes divorce painful. And Lindsey is not willing to divorce even the worst among them. And that is sad.
Joe, in fairness, Tommy Tuberville's still working through the three branches of government and who and why we fought World War II. So he's got to get to the papers maybe later today to hear these comments from the Congresswoman.
Well, the paper boy is pushing through that snowstorm.
It's hard.
Extra, extra.
I mean, is that what it's like on the plains of Alabama?
Extra, get your news from January 8th.
He gets it and wipes it off. Reads it.
What is it? Where does Tommy live? Like, in Alabama, we made fun of people on the plains, but good Lord, what is there, a time warp for like 50, 60 years?
Tough day for the SEC in that clip between Auburn and South Carolina with Lindsey Graham. But Kevin McCarthy, if he actually does something today about this Congresswoman from Georgia and strips her of assignments, the Education Committee, for heaven's sake, she's on. She's denied that school shootings ever happened, a couple of the most famous ones. If he does it, it will be under duress. He's taken how long now? 2-3 weeks and tolerated everything we've seen and heard. So we know how he really feels. We know he flew to Mar-a-Lago. We know that he worries about her and he worries about her voters. So whatever he does today it'll be meaningful insofar as she won't serve on a committee, perhaps, but we know where his heart lies.
Yeah, and he's taken far too long. I'm really, really surprised that the leadership is so stupid that they're attacking Liz Cheney and embracing this QAnon lady, this QAnon Republican.
He's clearly so disturbed.
Because you've got anybody in any party at any time in American history would say, you've got to put this behind you. You got to put this behind you. Get it behind you. Get it in your rear view mirror. There is no downside to this, and there is no downside to this, because these people, the next conspiracy theory is against the Republican Party in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's no loyalty attached to these people. So what does Kevin think he can ride this? You can't do it.
All right.